The prospect of making a move at any stage of life can be a bit overwhelming. If you've been in your home for 20 plus years, it can be even more so. Somewhere between sorting through your possessions, choosing a new home, and interviewing movers, it suddenly hits you. Downsizing is a lot of work. Joining me today is Beth Lagullo, certified senior housing professional, certified senior downsizing coach, realtor, and host of the Great Transition Senior Living Seminar Series, to discuss how to go from overwhelmed to overjoyed with the downsizing process. Beth, thank you for being with us today.
Happy to be here. Thanks so much.
So when somebody is thinking about downsizing, what is the first step they should consider?
Well, step number one is catching a vision for what that might look like. Let's say you've been in your home for 30 years, it was the family home, and it's no longer serving you. You tend to be serving it a little bit more. And so you want to think about what your lifestyle would look like. Do you want to travel? Maybe you want a place that's lock and leave, a condo where you don't have to worry about anything on the outside. You don't have to worry about the roof or the storms that are coming, things of that nature. So catching that vision is super important. Understanding what you want your lifestyle to look like, usually low maintenance, easy to care for, and then that allows you to begin the planning process and start downsizing.
And start backing your way into that vision.
Correct. Yeah. Begin with the end in mind.
Right, right. So should you tell people that you're ready to move, you're ready to make some changes? Who should you tell, if so?
Yeah. Absolutely. So this is a big undertaking at any age when we move, but having a support system around you is super important. So many of our clients are talking through the options with their adult children, family members. And we have several people that may not have family that are close by. Maybe they have a good friend or a neighbor. And coming together with those people gives us this support and encouragement. We had a lady in one of our meetings recently, and she said, I'm just so glad I don't have to do this all by myself. We're all feeling the same way. We're stressed and overwhelmed. So linking arms and being able to walk through this season with other people is super important.
Which leads me to my next question, because you've heard the phrase, it takes a village. Should you assemble a village if you are thinking about moving?
100%. I have a good friend that says your greatest superpower is the ability to ask for help. And by assembling what we call your all-star team, you're able to move through the process. So your all-star team is going to be a lot of people from a CPA, financial advisor, attorney, organizer, move manager, estate sale people, a realtor. All of those people are going to be needed to help you walk through this process and get to the end result, which is that new lifestyle.
So what are the biggest challengers with mature homeowners when they start to think about making a move?
Yeah, the number one thing we hear when we first meet with someone is, I have no idea what I'm going to do with all the stuff. They are overwhelmed with, maybe they inherited their mother's or their great aunt's furniture or items. They have things left over from their children. There's just tons of things in the house and they have no idea where to begin. And that's where we find that a systematic process to go through the house room by room, sometimes drawer by drawer, makes it much easier to manage, because you have to decide what you're going to take with you. We know a lot of adult children that are like, I don't want great-grandmother's china or things of that nature, and we've got great resources to find a use for things like that.
So if you actually go through the process, you downsize, you get rid of a lot of stuff, should you then start to celebrate your move, celebrate this transition that you're taking up on yourself?
100%, because it is a huge accomplishment. I will tell you that 99% of the people that we work with say, I wish I would have done this sooner. They are so happy to be in a new space that's clear and uncluttered. They're doing the things that they want to do, not being encumbered by the burdens of homeownership frequently. They are visiting with friends. They're not doing housekeeping. They're not preparing meals. If they've gone to a retirement community, they are loving the new life that they have. And so, yes, celebrate 100%. We even have graduation parties for people that downsize.
What do they tell you that how they feel afterward? Because I get that little adrenaline just from getting rid of things, just from doing spring cleaning.
Yeah.
How do they tell you they feel after they've unburdened themselves with all that stuff?
They don't know how they got there, right? Because it seems so overwhelming, and yet living without all of those encumbrances and in a smaller space, they have more freedom. And that is liberating. And I think what studies show us is that it adds life to your years. And that's so important because we're all living a lot longer now.
Absolutely. Beth, thank you so much for all the valuable information.
Happy to be here.
And if you're looking for information on topics of importance to the mature market, be sure to check out the Great Transitions Senior Living Seminar Series and connect with Beth.